am, and call me if there's anything I can do. It's just that I feel so awkward.
Sure. Are you going to call Emily?
Oh, I know I have to, but it's really going to throw her for a loop.
Like the rest of us.
Well, I will call her. Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Bob, I'm sorry. I was over at Kim's when you called. Frannie and Kim are both taking it pretty hard.
I can imagine. Listen, keep your eye on Susan, will you? This is tough on her, too.
Yeah. How are you doing? I know you worked with Dr. Stewart for a long time.
Yeah. Didn't work so well when he was my father-in-law, but we were pretty terrific in the lab. I learned most of what I know from David. He was very dedicated. And AIDS was his primary concern.
Well, I'm sure his work will have a big impact.
Oh, I hope so. I guess kind of ruined your homecoming with Frannie.
Yeah, we said we'd talk later, but she wasn't alone.
Darryl?
Yeah, and I didn't have a chance to ask why before Bob called with the news about Dr. Stewart.
Susan.
Look, I've got rounds. Call me if you need me, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Bob, go over to Ellen's?
Part of me feels like I should be there, too, but...
Yeah, well, I do, too. I'm in the same boat as you. But I don't think Ellen's thinking about any of that stuff right now. We should let her know how we feel.
Would you go over there with me?
Sure.
Okay. I think I better try to call Emily first.
Okay, I'm going to stop by Iva's. Ellen's one of her top volunteers.
Oh, I don't think Iva's in the hospital. I saw her leave a little while ago.
Oh, I'll leave her a note.
Oh, Mama, your food is bad. My waistline.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Glad to see you eating.
Well, I guess I better get going. Meg, you want to walk me out? I want to hear more about your visit with Carla.
See you later.
Okay, Mama. See you.
Yeah, sure.
So, how did your session go today?
I made a big decision, and Emma, I hope you know how much I have loved being here with all of you, and I'm so grateful. But for my own sake, I think it's time for me to move on and try to become more independent.
Well, if you feel you're ready to leave, I mean, that's what it's all about. You gotta spread your wings. Yes.
I think the hardest thing about it will be, well, it'll be telling Caleb. We've gotten very close. I know that's because he's been lonely without Julie, and...
Well, now, I know he's been lonely without Julie, but I think his feelings for you are very separate.
That's what Dr. Michaels thinks. But it's just so strange the way our lives, Caleb's and mine's, have crossed and connected.
Meg, I want your promise, not another word.
I don't understand any of this. If Caleb knew that the baby wasn't some stranger's, it might make all the difference.
No, it's too late. It's just too late. Please, you've got to trust me on this, and don't say anything to Mama about it being Andy's baby. He doesn't want his father to know, and it would be a terrible burden on Mama every time she would see John. Now, stay out of it.
Is there something you're not telling me, Iva?
Meg, look, you live in Waco. We have to live here. I'm telling you, stay out of it. I mean it.
I gotta start calling people, but...
Why don't we wait until Bob gets here?
You know, she had all these plans about what they would do together when he retired, and, you know, the trips. I don't know what to say to her.
Bob, Andy. Hello.
Hi.
Alan. What can I say?
Actually, I'm just so glad you're here. We have to make plans. I haven't called anyone yet.
We can get Penny to get in touch with David's grandson in England.
I'll call Annie and Dee and Betsy if you'd like me to.
Let me go get my address book.
Is Mac now?
Yes, I called him. He said he'd be over, and he's going to tell Margo.
I called Dr. Logan in Atlanta. I'll fly down and bring David home if that's okay with Ellen.
But you haven't been out of the hospital yourself that long, darling.
I'm fine.
Hi.
Oh, Susan.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ellen?
Oh, here's the book. If you're able to reach the girls, I'll try to talk to them.
I'm going to call Betsy first. She's the closest. She should be able to get here tonight. Betsy Andropoulos, please.
Yes.
Well provided for.
I don't think Ellen has to worry about money. However, she and David did make quite an investment in the retirement village, which seems to be in question at the moment.
I don't think Ellen is thinking about that right now.
I'm sure she isn't. She must just feel numb right now. The enormity of this whole loss that she has, I'm sure has not sunk in. That comes later.
You know, maybe in a strange way, it's been for the best that Dave has been gone so much. It's just, maybe it won't be such a shock to her when she wakes up alone. That's the hardest part.
Now, if it's better for you to come tomorrow, I'll understand.
I noticed that.
I love you too, dear. Yes, I will. I promise. Goodbye, dear. Dee wants to call Annie and Jeff.
Maybe that would be best, dear. I didn't hear what happened when you tried to reach Betsy.
Oh, they said that she was on an inspection tour, and I left a message for her to call her grandmother as soon as possible.
You see, I told you. I don't know when we're going to be able to even get in touch.
Excuse me. Could I call Emily again now?
Oh, thank you. Sure. Okay.
Mom,
I made some lemonade. I don't really know what else to do. I'll put it up here. It's just what we need.
Yeah. No, I don't go back out. Sorry.
Oh, I don't.
Dr. Stewart was one of the best people I ever knew. I don't care.
Thank you for coming by, Paul.
Sure. Does Emily know yet?
No, I was just trying to call her, but I hate to tell her the news on the telephone. She doesn't have anybody out there, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
She's close to.
You know what? Can you guys hold off for about an hour before you call Emily? I have an idea.
Well, I've got to get back to the hospital.
Okay, I'll get back in touch with you.
See what I mean?
About what?
Well, Paul may say that he's over Emily till he's blue in the face, but I know differently. He still cares about her a lot.
That's right. If you need to reach me, I'll be at the Stewart house. Thanks. Well, honey, I wish you were gone.
Well, I wish I were too, but someone's got to hold down the fort here till Higgins gets back, but then I will come.
All right, I'll get Mac and be on my way.
Honey, tell Ellen and Graham.
I will.
Tom, would you tell Frannie I'm thinking of her? Well, I guess I read that message loud and clear.
Do you blame him? Frannie is his kid sister. He's always been very protective of her. And you are a man who just lost his wife 2 months ago. Darryl, what were you doing down in Frannie's hotel room in Puerto Rico?
The lab sent these down. Winnetka police say they're worth a few $100,000.
Okay. Darryl, I want you to look at these very, very carefully because Dana's future depends upon it. Are these Carolyn's?